Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the IK Multi-Pro 2. So we'll get this indoors, do an unboxing, have a little look at what's in the box. Do you need one? What does it perform like? Do a couple of basic tests. Give it a quick review. Okay, so I've got some other IK products, just purely for discussion basis really. This basic sprayer, which I've had for ages, come with a Lanagard kit I bought. This foamer, which we can discuss a little bit, which was my first foray really into sort of reasonable quality foaming. Anyway, today we're going to look at the IK Multi-Pro 2. And as I say, just for reference, the reason I got the other items out, you know, I've had some experience with the IK products, really like the build quality, etc, etc. Hence why when I needed a new spray device, you know, I had no hesitation in buying a IK product. Anyway, so in the box you get two little attachments that fit on the handle, and you can use them to indicate whatever you want. You know, if you want red to indicate, acidy products, put red on, and if you're using more friendly soapy products, put green on. Up to you. Anyway, one thing I will say, I'd read that you can store like the spare nozzle up the handle and then put the clip on. One thing I will say is that once that clips on, that is tight. I was trying to get it off yesterday and I didn't think I'd ever get it off. There's like little tabs that push up through this hole. I managed to get it off with my fingernails, but it does say in the instructions, which I've reviewed this morning, that it shows putting a screwdriver in there, I believe. And anyway, so onto the device, you get the standard sprayer, which is a bit like it will do a really fine mist, or you can adjust it all the way out and it will do almost like a water pistol squirt. You have a pressure release valve, so either when you're going to put it in storage, you pull that up to release the pressure, empty the water or the product out, give it a clean with clean water. And also this acts as a, you know, like a, if you've over pumped it, this valve won't allow it to go beyond its safe operating pressure. You have a lock, no spray, lock off, spray works. There's a couple of bits I want to look at in the instructions, just to mention. Nothing, not going to read the whole lot, but what I will say is that it mentions specifically after usage to clean it out with fresh water. That's the nozzle, the inside. It also mentions lubricating this area every now and again, just good practice. It says that 15 pumps should get you up and running. I've done a few tests this morning just prior to making this video, and I would say with it full, 25 pumps is probably like your sweet spot. What I will say as well, I've noticed when I've been using that, I mean, if it's really full, you won't get as many pumps, obviously, because there's not as much air volume available. So if it's full to the brim, you might get 20 pumps, and if it's all the way down here, you might find that you can get 30 pumps into it. I mean, that changes, just basic laws of physics. There is a markers here in ounces and litres, so that you can use it to mix up your product depending on what you're putting in there. So we'll get it pumped up and we'll do a couple of tests, and I'll do that on camera, I think, because it just gives an indication of how much effort is required. That's an interesting point actually, because when I've used this one in the past, I'm a big chap, fairly strong, and I've always thought, you know, if you were not strong or old, this does take a significant amount of work to get filled up, but then maybe it works under a higher pressure, etc, etc. This is really easy. So I won't count out loud. Try and do it quite quiet. 5, 10, 15, 20, and that is 25 strokes. Easy, and you know, there's little to no effort required. So we'll go out and spray this in a moment, but just quickly, I meant to mention, this has got a very, very good base. So it's very stable. The product feels really, really well built. You know, it's really, really nice. So let's just go out in the garden and we'll do a quick spray. Just put it on a heavy, solid surface so that it's easier to spray. So, lock is off. The adjuster is wound all the way in, and this is what the spray's like. Try and get a good shot of this. So you're kind of thinking like it's almost like a hairspray mist. But it's a very fine mist like you'd use for watering plants. So if we just, I'm going to put the GoPro on a stand and then run through how that changes as we adjust this nozzle. Okay, so I haven't applied any more pumps. Just going to go full on the button and then adjust this, and hopefully you can see the effects that has on the spray pattern. So when you wind it out, it will go to almost full water pistol mode. Just get the GoPro and you're getting that kind of jet. So I think sort of the sweet spot for car cleaning is going to be like a middle ground. So you're coming out at a reasonable pressure, so you're working the product in, but you're not doing a direct jet. So that's how it comes out. So I'm just going to release the pressure like so, and unscrew the top. Undo this, and we're going to put on the other sprayer, which is, this is non-adjustable, and it comes out like a fan, and that can be horizontal or vertical. So I'll just get that swapped out and I'll show you what that looks like. So we're repressurized. I've changed the nozzle tip, and this is the kind of pattern that comes out. Again, let's just tighten that up a bit. Again, a fine mist, but you can see it's coming out like a fan. And obviously you can loosen this a bit. Let's just get the GoPro on a stand. Sorry, can't do that one-handed. So obviously you can loosen this collar, spin that grey part round here so it's horizontal, tighten everything up, and then this time we're that angle. So it's thin. As you can see, we're getting that. Excuse the dogs, just obviously heard the neighbours or something. So again, quite nice. Just turn that around, keep it on the camera. So probably for doing car panels, it'd be quite nice using this pattern. So you can see you can get round fairly quick, and it is effortless. So in summary, a very, very nice product, very nicely built, feels like it will last for a long time. I must say, one thing I did notice actually is that the trigger mechanism is really nice. So just a couple of things to mention. As I mentioned at the start of the video, do you need one for car valeting? So here's my opinion on that. My first one that I had was like a Halfords £9.99 or £14.99 garden sprayer, and I used to use that for sort of when I was tinkering with trying out foam through it and putting on various other products. Anyway, I've since upgraded to the IK foamer, and then also a pressure washer with a Karcher K2 and the auto blim foamer. So, you know, I'm sorted for foaming now. But was looking through the valeting equipment the other day and was going to put citrus pre-wash in my existing pump sprayer like this. Anyway, when I went to use it, I went to put it down and it wouldn't stay down because it had expanded and it then wouldn't stand up. So there's my answer to, do I need one? Yes, I bought another one because I think they're handy. So this is what I will say. If you're doing a lot of valeting and you go around doing a wheel cleaner and then you go around doing fallout and then you go around doing citrus pre-wash, you will notice after a while with a regular pump spray, if you're young, middle-aged, old, whatever, it does start to get a bit of forearm pump, and whether you notice it or not, you will discover, maybe subconsciously, that you think, oh, my hand's killing me, and you put it in your other hand, use your other hand. So that would be my statement on this. You know, it makes for, I'm going to use it on my donor Fiesta, it's not mine, I borrowed it. So you could get round the whole car with a citrus pre-wash, easy peasy, no pumping, no drama. And I reckon this sprayer would do an entire car with one pump, one sort of manual pumping session. And I did do a test earlier actually. I did a test earlier and put I filled it to the top as per the instructions, which I think is, just gonna try and read that, 1.5 litres. Then I put 25 pumps in on the product and put this on the counter, started a timer on my phone, and you could easily spray for a minute solidly. And that's probably, you know, obviously it starts off at 100%, then after 30 seconds it's coming out a little bit slower, but after a minute it was still coming out easily fast enough to be providing a good level of spray and perfectly adequate for applying like a citrus pre-wash if that was your weapon of choice. Now, another thing you may wonder, and I did wonder this as well, was because it's a multi-sprayer, great, can we use it for foam? No, they make a different one for foam. Once I get it into what next, my Forester's not here at the moment. I've been lumbered with a courtesy car, but that's another story. Anyway, once the Forester's back and I'm into doing some tests for this, I will try putting different products in it and make a quick video to show what it performs like with citrus pre-wash. We'll try putting some foam for it, maybe try putting some car shampoo for it, just to see what it comes out like. I do know you get like little discs that sit in here in the nozzle on my other IK foamer, and the discs of foam are what kind of separate the liquid flow and then create that foaming effect. Obviously it's not in here, but could be worth a test, so we don't know. I'm going to try that. Anyway, so I hope that's helpful for someone. Sorry, neighbour started talking to me. I watched someone walking past with their dog. It wasn't obvious enough that I was standing here talking to a GoPro, making a film. Anyway, a video. There you go. Anyway, so lost my whole train of thought. So, you know, like I say, highly recommended. If I had loads of money and loads of storage space, I'd probably have maybe 4 or 5, and then with various products, or use it for various products. That reminds me, they do say that it's not like a storage container. By that, you know, don't leave foam in it, don't leave citrus pre-wash in it, don't leave alloy wheel cleaner in it, etc, etc. The instructions specifically recommend cleaning it out, rinsing it out after every use. Anyway, hope that's of some use to everybody, and thank you for watching as always. If you're enjoying the content, please consider hitting that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notifications. And as soon as Fozzie's back, I've got more videos in the pipeline. I had a lot of plans for this weekend for Lano Guard underbody protection and some G-Technic alloy wheel protector. I was going to go through that. And also got a really exciting one coming up actually. I was going to do because the wing mirror connectors either side of the Forester need some treatment on the black. I was going to do one side with Meguiar's Ultimate Black Restorer and the other side with CarPro Pearl. So that, you know, I was quite interested about that. I thought it'd be an interesting, I've done a review of both products but on separate elements of the Forester, and I thought it'd just be good to do one product on the right hand side wing mirror, for example, and then the other product on the left hand side wing mirror, see how it goes on, see what it performs like, and also do a, you know, 2 week or 1 month follow-up. Anyway, thanks for watching as always. Thanks for all your support. It is greatly appreciated, and take care and enjoy your day. Bye bye.